getting that done really well. There's a million videos on how to make vision boards and stuff like that. So next on the list is authority. How are you going to leverage authority figures and social proof to ensure that your mammalian brain knows what you're doing is good, it's allowed, and it's very powerful? Now we move into tribe. This is about how can I involve my circle of friends in the achievement of all these new habits and beliefs. Get your friends and social circle very much involved. Make deals with them to keep you in check. Bring some accountability into the picture. Next, we get into emotion. How will I create the emotional attachments to this future self, my future self? One amazing way is to download one of those apps that makes you look really old and print those photos out. Hang them around your office, hang them around your house, put them on your bathroom mirror. Even you can set the photo as your phone or computer wallpaper. And this is done so that you develop a very visual and mammalian understanding and relationship with your future self. Because one of the huge problems is that people don't prioritize their future selves because it's hard to imagine. They can't see their future self. So we make this happen. This is also another entry point for your vision board. So the more imagery you have on there, the more powerful the emotion's going to start to seep into the mammalian brain, which is going to start changing your worldview and your life. The mammalian brain is where it's at, not the words and all this stuff with the human brain that we always hear about. So the 3 highest leverage new habits to adopt is the next step here. Right here, we're going to develop a deeply powerful list of the most impactful and meaningful new habits that can start and enable all the
Hey, what's out? I ain't gonna have no mic. I might have a mic. Let me make sure my stuff right. I ain't played with my glasses in a minute. Ooh, it's on.
He doesn't play anymore. But he's still better than the. He's still better though. 1,900. Pretty good. Do it the Simon Says counter. Yes. What? Bro, I did not know bro plays. Do keep it the Simon Says counter. Bruh. Alright, I'm back in first seed, so.
How you get back to first seat?
Huh?
How you get back all the way back to first seat?
Oh, I took the thing. Wait, where's the Christmas event? No. They changed the wall combo? No, I said they changed it. What is my... I'm good. I'm good. I'm flying there. So how do you get Oscar? Bro! I'm back, Carter. If you make Which boss is it?
Where's Champion?
Bro, I can't go in there. What's the quest then?
Oh my god.
Where's the torch?
No, I wanna play with you.
Bro, how do you press the button?
Hey, Dan.
How do you press the button? I know what some of the buttons are. Oh, why is it not going green? Alright, so
Eli.
what's the order?
Hey, Eli. Talk a little softer.
I'm an old friend. Oh what? Oh what?
Like bright? No, it's not doing that. I think it did it. I think it did it. I think it did it.
Carter, I need your
Not
help.
like glowing, but
Did
it
you jump?
says it. Nah, I didn't press all of them.
Carter.
No, they're not lighting up green. Wait, send me a picture of it. Yeah, it's dark green. Okay.
That was you thinking that?
I don't see it. Yeah, I did it. I did it. I did it. Uh-huh. Yeah. It's crazy. There's one over here near the dock. Yeah. Yeah. Dark green.
What did I do?
Alright.
Carter. I saved you.
Alright, I'm coming. Okay. Okay, I have the torch. Huh? Alright, I'm on my way there. You have the Game Pass?
You do too.
No, I'm talking about the boat Game Pass thing.
Oh,
Well, I heard you. I was talking to my dad.
Daniel,
You still got that
Yes.
Ultimate Game Pass?
do you know how to change the temperature in the house?
No, sir.
You know what the thermostat is?
Yes.
You know where it's at?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
I already know where it's at. I already know where to
Go
go.
turn it to
I saw it on
70.
YouTube. I saw it on YouTube.
push the minus
Yeah.
button till it go to 70.
I'll be back.
I'm doing it. I'm burning the wall down. Okay, I did it. Alright, I got
Push
the cup.
it to
I got the cup. I got the
70.
cup.
Yep.
I got the cup. Snow. Alright, snow, snow. I am on my way. Wait, can I get in your boat? Shark. $8.50. What level are you? I'm level 776. So.
Thank you, son. Leave the door open. You can open it all the way.
Should be somewhere like.
I'm back.
Yeah. You quit my crew? Alright. Yeah, you're supposed to go in the cave. Then we're supposed to go to. Yeah, he said thank you. Bro, this is a lot. Which one? Which mob leader? Oh. You have to show me. I haven't been on Block Fruits in a long time. So, you're gonna have to show me. No, that's pirate. But I know almost all the islands in First Sea. I know all of them. Magma. Yeah. Because they got the cone. Alright, this is not pirate. Yes, it is. Yeah. Alright. It says thank you for, he said thank you. Alright, come on. I've been there before. I killed him. Alright, I'm there. Alright, let me kill him. Alright, he's dead. We have to talk to the rich man. Yeah, I have that too. Water, so you can just swim.
Hey, what's good, Chris? My God.
And Yeti, if you have
Good
Yeti,
to have you in here,
just
bruh.
walk on
Hey,
water.
chill around for this game real quick.
What's up, Chandler? I play on PS5 now.
Ooh.
I got it for Christmas.
Alright, I got the roulette. Yeah.
Huh?
Jungle?
What did you say?
Respawn it. Respawn it.
When y'all going against us next month? I can't wait. At
Wait,
least I get to see you
so where do
again.
I go at jungle?
Even though we playing against each other, at least I get to see you again. And guess what? I got VIP and heroes too. Yep. And I got a wicked
Not that much. 36,000. How much does it cost? Bro. You never tell me stuff before you make me do it.
Who you talking to, Eli?
Aiden.
Huh?
Aiden.
Y'all gotta tone it down the way y'all talking to each other, man. It sound like y'all just screaming at one another the whole time.
I got the saber.
Or maybe it's just me.
It says not while I'm in combat.
Kill the frozen thing.
Can you help me?
Please, look.
Can you help me in second C? You have. Hmm? What? What?
I'm pretty good with brutal.
Diamond? Alright.
That just seems people use brutal beating.
So where's Diamond at?
Eli, look out the window and tell me if there's somebody still out there. Oh, I ain't say nothing. Man, just saying what's happening, how you feeling? Is still a
No.
car out there?
Wait. Where? Where is he?
Attack my fellow people. Attack.
Where is
Yeah, I hope you're
Diamond?
doing well out there,
Just
Chris.
open it.
Hope you. I know you made it back safe.
Okay. Yeah, have to go to bed right now? Hello?
When the next time you getting on the game?
Bro, can't we?
Alright.
Champ, I wish we lived by each other. You heard me? I said I wish we lived by each other. So tomorrow we could go outside and play in the snow all day.
Um, what is that supposed to mean?
Ooh.
My uncle helped me. I did raids with him. So,
Chandler, what other games do you play?
can I kill him? Cause I really need all that XP. Bro. Why do you keep flexing?
And I still have a trash fruit and thing.
Is Diamond on the flower bed?
You heard me?
Alright. I killed him before.
Said I still have a trash fruit and block fruits.
Yeah, that's what I was. Yeah. Doesn't seem like. Yeah, I really need help here. Yep. Yep. Help, help. Bro, you're attacking me.
Got him! Bro, June left the game.
I sended it.
I'm about to go play Heroes
I sended it.
Battleground. You wanna
I
play?
sended it. Hurry, hurry. Where?
Ooh,
Oh. I can't find him.
bro, Cannon and Carter have the same.
I think he fell.
Oh, that's crazy. They play life together. I'm gonna join. Chandler?
No.
Bro, as soon as I Chandler, bro, as soon as I
Alright,
got
he respawned.
as soon as I got as soon as I got what's it called? Oh, my PS5, bro. You do not know how happy I was, bro. That's exactly what I did. Mario is good. Mario.
Wait. I'm trying to get my ability.
Chandler, do you have
Don't
a
attack.
Deku?
Do not attack. Alright, I'm ready.
Chandler, do you have a Wicked Deku?
I missed. How? I hate the spider fruit. It's so dog water. Alright, I got this. Yay! Good.
See, look, I have VIP too. Look,
Yeah.
watch this. Hold up. Watch out, Chandler. See?
Probably. Bro, what are we... Bro, can we server hop?
Oh my god.
770 something.
Dude takes the kid.
Can I
Bro,
join? Can I
I'm
join?
working so hard to get a wicked hero slave.
I'm gonna go use the bathroom.
Dude,
On the screen. Can I get an ice pop?
Can you get what?
Ice pop?
Yes. Don't make a mess.
oh my god, why does everybody keep hitting?
Hey, you never ate dinner.
and overcoming barriers. That is the mind state. You know what I mean? We put perspective in what we wear. Y'all like that? Cool,
Yes,
cool.
sir.
So, in other words, that was a good idea. This idea just wasn't birthed out of nowhere, right? I was like, yo, you know, we're involved in merch already, but we want to promote the mind of the individual. Minds Unlimited is about the unlimited power of the mind. So how do we do this in clothing? How do we put perspective into what we wear? You can see how this is going? Yo, that looks good. That's the motive. That's the energy. That's what we want to do. Then you bring it up to your partners. People start believing in the mission. Then it's okay, but how do we do this? Okay, well there's all these options. There's drop shipping. There's create it yourself. There's buy it already done and store it, right? You do the research. That's that planning phase. After that, you do it. You start creating them. And guess what? Not all of them came out perfect the first time. What y'all see now? This right here, this logo, that just didn't happen. I just wasn't like, yo, mind state, here, boom, done. What? No. It took some trial and error, right? And I'm going to know that story, and so every time a logo comes out on one of these shirts, every time we make a sale, every time we do something, that feeling I have, know that there's an excitement here that no one else gets because they weren't there during the mistakes, right? So I sit back and I learn from it, and we do it again. It doesn't matter if 1 million people see it and like it, or if one person, because these 5 steps were for me to push out to you, right? And those that know me know that this isn't the first time that I've come out with things. I've had multiple things that are going, consistently still going right now. And I use these 5 steps. So I say all that to say is that I'm not telling you anything that I haven't had to do myself. You do these 5, I guarantee you're going to be way further than you are. Allowing yourself to succumb to the excuses. Allowing yourself to succumb to the doubt. Okay? Let's get over that. Do these 5 steps. Then holla at me. All right? So that's your mind statement of the week. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, prayers, and or wishes, please contact me. As they say, like, subscribe, comment.
Right.
I need you to do that too. Because the more likes I get, the more...
So we're going to get one more of these in before we move on from the idea. Because I don't want y'all to just... So my idea is not for anybody to use this information just to start a business or just to, you know, sell some clothes or some songs on the internet. It's to change your life. We here on Expansion Pack, we finding the root so that we can grow. We don't want to just sell some stuff or make some money. Disclaimer. All right. Anyway, let's see what they talking about. Starting your business journey, you know, how to turn your ideas. All right, let's see what my man's talking about.
So you think you know Wix, but do you really? First up, we've got Shake.
Thinking about the outcome and thinking about what they just felt, because to manifest them and writing them down gives another quality to it, let's say. And so therefore, yes, what you want, what you create in the mind, it's all about manifesting. Things that stay in the mind that do not manifest, it's good for one person itself, but maybe it doesn't benefit many more people because they don't see it. People can only see good for, yes, what you want, what you create in the mind, it's all about manifesting. Things that stay in the mind that do not manifest, it's good for one person itself, but maybe it doesn't benefit many more people because they don't see it. People can only see it if it is manifested. And the first way of bringing something from here out into this world is by writing it down or even speaking it on something that records it. What are your thoughts? Also meaning you can also manifest in the moment where you speak about your ideas to another person. Even that one is something that is starting to turn the wheel. So this is how I see, which is like part of the process in terms of when you want to make something become real.
You can just write it down.
Why do you exchange ideas? Because sooner or later you want maybe some of these ideas to become real, that the idea starts to shape into a form. And how is it done? Some people write their ideas down, because from what is written down, something else is going to come out from it. Other people prefer to exchange these ideas with other people once again. But no matter how you do it, it must be something that it starts to take a shape. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Whether it is, like I said, in terms of writing it down, speaking it on a recorder, or drawing it somewhere. But I do suggest that also now, in regards of starting the new year, it does help to write down on your refrigerator just a few bullet points. People might think, yeah, but that's, come on, it's so little. No, it's the little things. If you can't handle the little things, you will not be able to handle the big things.
Exactly.
That's just how it is. So that means the small things matter. Even if last year nothing was written on your refrigerator, but this year you make up your mind, you make up your plan, and you put it there, visible every day. It matters.
I heard you use this word a few times, and when we speak about manifestation, this one really sits with me quite well, and it's the idea of seeds and planting these seeds.
Yes, sir. I knew they had it.
With manifesting something, for me, a thought is almost a seed, but to get it to the point where it is in this world, it is a physical thing. How do people go about that?
You know, every day I have a lot of thoughts also. I have a lot of ideas. Partly, these are things now that sometimes come from me. At the same time, I also have, let's say, requests or ideas that are coming, let's say, from the outside being offered to me. So what I have sometimes at the end of the day is I can see in the mind those ideas. Now what I do first of all is I keep them within myself and do what I contemplate, I think about them. But think about them deeply. Meaning,
Yes, sir.
I take this idea, I look at where would that idea lead if I would now start with that current situation to invest energy in. And so what derives out from that is I'm starting to see pictures, I start to see a vision involving that idea in the future. And this I just do with everything that comes to my mind. And then see it in a bigger perspective of, is that now what I think the monastery, this community, or myself would in any way benefit from in order to make our mission more close to achieve, which means share more. This is how at the moment I'm planning my, let's say, I'm starting my projects. And once I'm clear for myself, this is the one I take. This is the one I take. Then meanwhile, I don't even have doubt that this idea in here will take reality. I don't even have that doubt that it will not take place. Because for me right now, it is that I try with my intentions, just figure out right now, who else, what else do I need? What is it that is in my hands right now to make that plan come true? Which obstacles do I maybe have to remove? And which other people or other things do I maybe need to take in that idea? And then it starts. If I have some people on my mind, the writing starts, the contacting starts. If I see already, okay, there are a few obstacles right now we need to get rid of, then the daily work goes goes into, okay, remove the obstacles. And yes, and why I am saying that at the moment I am trusting this process so much, that I'm trusting that idea so much that it will become real, is because I'm clear of my intentions. And as arrogant as it sounds, but I do think that this intention is very much in line of what I think this world is needing right now.
This is how to get in shape fast.
If you want to drop this, start eating more of these.
Let's see what Sadhguru got to talk about. I always like to throw him in the mix. Matthew McConaughey with Sadhguru.
Namaskaram, good morning. Entire universe, and that's the only universe you've experienced. You have not experienced any other universe. The only and only universe and the only and only world that you have experienced is what has happened within you. Once you realize this, then you fix the world the way you want it, within yourself. Outside world, we do our best.
So you think it's the outside saying, because I've gone through that, man, I felt like I had to be in the know. Only recently have I shaken hands with the fact, no, I love to be in the know. I also want to be in the know of what I don't know. And like, I want to know what I don't know and know that I do not know. And saying, oh, that's a good thing, Matthew, was what I'll tell myself. So, but is it, do we not give ourselves enough credit to, or is the I don't know is like a blind spot? It's like, whoa, I don't know.
No, I know is a blind spot. Let me clear this. I know is a blind spot. See, right now, let's say you're driving. A truck was coming behind you and you saw it in the mirror. So do you see what is behind the truck? So you know there is a truck coming, but that's a blind spot, it blocks everything else. So right now you think, I know, that's like a blot in your brain, it doesn't allow you to see anything else. If you see I do not know is not about things around you. Fundamentally, see, you and me are sitting here talking long distance. We're sitting on a round planet, the damn thing is spinning all the time and also hurtling through the space at tremendous speed. In the middle of nowhere, nobody knows where this cosmos begins, where it ends. In the middle of nowhere, a tiny little mechanism called solar system. In that tiny little, super tiny place called planet Earth, in that Texas is a micro super space, in that Austin City is a super micro space. In that you're a big man. This is the problem. Because the moment I think I know, I become big in my perception. Once I become big, inevitably I'll make a fool of myself. Whether I realize this in this life or not, somebody who has eyes to see will see this is a bloody fool. Realize this in this life or not, inevitably I'll make a fool of myself. Whether I realize this in this life or not, somebody who has eyes to see will see this is a bloody fool.
Yes, love it. I know is a blind spot. Heard. But we tell ourselves, the world tells us the opposite. That no, the self-assurance, the confidence, even if it's a false confidence, will get you, what you want. We reward that in life, in this life, in the mortal life. We reward that with money, with jobs, with even blue ribbons and gold medals sometimes. Is it an act of courage to lean into the I don't know? Is it to seek what you don't know? Is it a courageous act, or is that too much of come from a belief system? I'm just trying to make it tangible because
yes.
in this,
Right now, do I know you are Matthew, I wouldn't dare try the second name.
McConaughey.
McConaughey.
Rhymes with what would Madonna say?
So, so I know you're Matthew McConaughey, but do I know you? I don't know. I know you because when I see a person, I know many things that I know, I need to know to interact, to be with them and everything. But do you know some life absolutely? You do not know. So with the I do not know does not mean you are ignorant. I do not know simply means that maybe right now I'm seeing the surface, I'm always willing to look deeper and deeper and deeper. But the moment I say, oh, I know what's Matthew, he's a file in my mind, it's finished. So, I do not know does not mean that it's ignorance. See, we must understand this. See, however much knowledge you have, even if you have digested the libraries on this planet, still what you know in this cosmic space is a minuscule. But our ignorance is boundless. So the whole yogic system always identifies with ignorance. Because if I identify with my ignorance, then whether I am awake or asleep, my intelligence is always on, it never sleeps. The moment I say I know, my intelligence goes to sleep, it gets lazy. This is essentially determining what is the quality of your life. So do not ever let your intelligence go to sleep by saying, I know something. Do you know a blade of grass? I'm asking all the top scientists on the planet. Do we really know a blade of grass? Absolutely. We do not know. As you look deeper and deeper and deeper into it, there's more and more and more to it. See, the top scientists in the world have openly saying, we not only do not know, we will never know. All right? So this is does it mean these people are ignorant people? No, they may have more knowledge than most people on the planet, but they are saying this because they have looked deep enough into life. And if you look deep enough into life, you will naturally see what you know is a minuscule, what you do not know is an endless possibility. So do you want to take away the boundless possibility because you know a spot?
I don't know is not ignorance, it's an endless possibility.
Ignorance is a boundless thing, knowledge is a very limited thing.
Fun, fun. That's what this sounds like, fun. Ah, the adventure. Can you open up your definition of expansion?
Ah, that's funny.
You know, what most people would say would be your teaching, you call it technology. I like, that clicks with me too. But can you open up, to talk about your definition of expansion for us? Everything, right?
See, I mean, before that, what you referred to as technology, why this is technology is, see, if I give you a belief system, you may believe it, you may not believe it. If I give you a teaching, you may like it, you may not like it. If you give a philosophy, you may agree with it, you may not agree with it. Now I give you a technology. All you have to do is learn to use it. Whoever learns to use it, for them it'll work, it's as simple as that. So, it doesn't matter, right now, you know, some people were complaining when that ISIS war was going on in Syria and Iraq. In America, some people that I know were complaining, can you believe it, they're using our iPhones and doing all these attacks. I said, this is technology. Whoever learns to use it, it'll work. You don't have to say any of your religious slogans to make it work. You learn to use it, it works. So this is… yoga is a technology, you just learn to use it. It doesn't matter who you are, what you believe, what you don't believe, all this doesn't matter. You just learn to use it, it will work. So what is expansion? See, word yoga means this. Well, you already came to a little verbal meaning of that, which simply means union, or actually that other definition you said, I'm sorry, I'm neither Latin nor Greek. So you said something about yoking, all right?
To bind together again.
To bind together. The word yoga literally, if you go back to its original meaning, it means to yoke. You yoke together. See, right now what yoking means is, see, when you sit here, you are an individual person. This is why I said the greatest magnanimity of creation is, it gave us an individual experience. There are swarms of insects here. For them, they don't have an individual experience, they experience themselves as a swarm, as a species. but we experience ourselves as an individual. Unfortunately, instead of enjoying this privilege, we have made this into a point of conflict between each other all the time, me versus you. But this is the greatest privilege that we can sit here. I want you to just imagine, suppose you looked at you or me from, let's say, Galaxy Z. What are we? Even through a telescope or a microscope, we are not visible. It doesn't matter what they have, we are not visible. We're such a tiny speck of dust, literally. But we have an individual experience, it's not a small thing. We can look at the universe and wonder what this is all about. This is not a small thing. So this individual experience or the sense of being an individual, when you take it too seriously, then you get lost. Then you have to yoke with the creation. You have to become one with it. Only then you know life, otherwise you are misunderstanding your psychological world as existential. Right now, this is all the problem with human beings. Somehow nature trusted that if we give you so much intelligence, you will make the best out of it. Tell me, Matthew, in your experience or in anybody's experience, does intelligence spell solutions or problems? Intelligence means solutions, isn't it? Unfortunately, today it's human intelligence which is causing all the problems, simply because we are too stuck with our individuality. We don't understand this is just a privilege. Tomorrow morning if they bury us in the land, we will become one with everything, all right? All this countless number of peoples who walked this planet and they also thought they're great people, where are they? All topsoil right now. Right. You and me also will be topsoil unless some friends choose to bury you real deep, thinking you may raise from the dead, you know. Fearing rather. So I'm saying, we are anyway part of this. Without taking a breath, we cannot live. Without food, water, we cannot live. Without constant interaction, we cannot live. But we are acting like concrete block individuals. We are absolutely individual. Yoga means you obliterate the boundary of your individuality so that you experience your universality. Once you experience your universality, if I experience everything around me here, everybody around me here as a part of myself, after that, do I need any morality? Does somebody has to tell me, don't drop them, don't kill them, don't do this, don't do that? Once I've experienced something as a part of myself, with that I have no conflict. This is yoga. See, right now, for example, these 5 fingers, I have 5 more, okay, I'm only showing you 5. These 5 fingers, you also have 5, not bad. So these 5 fingers, right now I experience them very much as a part of myself. But this is just the food I've eaten. Food I've eaten means it's just the soil that I'm walking upon right now, it's just a piece of the planet. But right now, this is very much me. In my experience, this is totally me. Now, why is this so? See, right now, there's a glass of water here. The water in this glass, is this me? No. If I drink it, will it become me?
Yes.
Of course. More than 70% of my body is water. So what is it that happened? All that happened was, as you have a physical body, you have a sensory body. Your sensory body is the boundaries of who you are. See, if you touch your right hand, you do this, Matthew, with your right hand, just touch your left hand. Is that you? 100%, isn't it? Touch the chair on which you're sitting, is that you?
No.
No, how do you know? It's just that here there are sensations, here there are no sensations. So essentially what you're saying is, what is within the boundaries of my sensation is me. What is outside the boundaries of my sensation is not me. So, the sensory body has a presence of its own. We can just do this experiment right now. Just close your eyes, just for 20 seconds, briskly rub your hands like this. Hold them about 3 to 4 inches away from each other. Something happening between them, isn't it?
Yes.
So, what is happening is just that because of exuberant movement, now your sensory body expands. So, you know why people are rubbing each other all the time? Because somebody who is not you, you begin to experience them as a part of yourself, maybe momentarily, but it happens. So right now what yoga means is, you sit here without any outside activity, just sit here and make your life energy so exuberant and active that your sensory body expands. If your sensory body expands to the size of the room in which you're sitting, you will experience everything around you as a part of yourself. If your sensory body expands like the universe, then we say you are a yogi. That means you become one with everything. Today, if you go to a yoga program in a studio, people are calling themselves yogis. That's not what it means. It means that you obliterated the boundaries of your individuality and you became one with everything in your experience. Even if this happens for a few moments in your life, after that you are never the same again. Because everything that you see, man, woman, child, tree, animal, bird, everything, somewhere deep inside you know this is part of me.
Now, I'm gonna stop right there, because we coming up on the end of our episode in the closing, and I want to be able to get a good message across to you. So, if you can make that adjustment like Matthew and Sadhguru was talking about, to look at everything like it is a part of you, it gives you the ability to manifest anything you've ever wanted, and that can include your deepest and wildest fantasy and your goals and your dreams. Sorry, y'all, I just realized I can have anything I want. Sorry, give me a second. And I know what I want. So with that being said, we're gonna get some more motivation in here to round it out, and then I'm gonna get up out of here for y'all for the day. And with that being said, let's go back to the main. Motivation for manifestation. Alright, let's go.
The pineal gland has tiny little cilia, hair-like extensions all around.
Good times create weak people. Weak people create bad times. Bad times create strong people. Strong people create good times. My whole thing is leaders anticipate, losers react. If you can anticipate what's coming, you can really take advantage. If you wait till it hits you, you're in trouble. The biggest problem people have is they think they're not supposed to have any. Problems are the fuel for growth. It's like if you don't have any problems, you're either a liar or you might call them challenges. It feels better. I understand that. Anybody who doesn't have problems is either totally asleep at the wheel or they don't have much of any kind of a life. But then there's fulfillment. And fulfillment is living what you're made for. Is it a lack of confidence? No, it's a lack of mission. I like winning. I like being the best at what I do, so I'm not going to settle for less than that. Why would I? Michael Jordan making 1,000 shots before you take a break. So you look at Jordan, or you look at, LeBron, or you look at anybody who's the best in the world at what they do, and you go, aren't they lucky? But if you actually study them, you'll see they're doing things, they're practicing in private things that make them certain in public, and they get rewarded for what they do in public.
Yeah.
And you got to do the same.
When you just know you're going to mess up, it's not going to be perfect. You're going to forget that line that you really wanted to say, but just put all the energy on the audience. Everything starts to change. If you stay ready, you don't have to get ready.
It's a shift in your identity. Every single day, 6 days a week. What matters? A few subjects, your body, because your energy matters. That energy is low. Everything I just said is worthless to you. Because when you're low energy, you don't use your full intelligence or ability. You need emotion. If you don't know how to master your emotions start wars. Emotion creates peace. Emotion gets you children. Emotion is what can make that business work or fail. And most people don't know how to direct their own emotions. Let me be conscious about feeding my brain things that are going to give me not only inspiration, but insight and skill and tools. 68% of the Fortune 1000 were started in either a recession or a depression. Well, the first skill you gotta master to be great is the ability to recognize patterns. When humanity recognized the pattern of the seasons, the whole world changed. Because we went from hunter-gatherers trying to survive from place to place where we're exposed to everything, to wait a second, if we plant in the springtime, we protect in the summer, we reap in the fall, and then we hang on to some of that so we can live through the winter. That created communities for the first time, and then eventually cities and states and countries. So that changed the world. What'll change a person's life is when you realize there's also a set of seasons in your own life. And so think of it this way, 0 to 21 is springtime. Things are easy to grow in springtime. You don't have to do that much. Growing as a kid happens naturally. But overall, life is supporting you. It's sending you, teaching you, sharing with you. Now, when you get from 21 to 41 or 22 to 42, whatever range you want to talk about, you now are in the real world. And now you go test what you learned in your springtime. So you start to learn, test, figure out what's real. It's an important stage of life. 42, 43 to 62, 63 is the power of your life. If you worked hard in the spring and the summer, and you put yourself out there and you planted, it's a reaping time. It's a time when you really become a leader. And then if you're lucky, you go from 63 to 83 and maybe 83 to 103, and you have an extended final season of your life where you get to be the mentor, you get to share. You get to make a difference. And maybe towards the end of your life, people look out for you again after you looked out for everybody else. That's kind of the cycle of life. What if you're born in 1910? World War I ends, the world looks like it's a great place, new technology, cars, radio, and then what happens? An explosion of abundance, the roaring 20s, and so you're a kid, you're 14, 15 years old, and you're like, I can't wait to get a car, to go. But what happened when that person hit the next stage of life at 19, 20, 21 years old? As they came of age, it's 1929. And suddenly, people are jumping out of buildings, total depression, Dust Bowl, nobody's got jobs. It looks horrific, and it was horrific. But did they get a break? No, when they turned 29, it's 1939. It looked like the whole world was gonna end. Hitler was sweeping across Europe, bombing London. It literally looked like the world as we know it was over. This is what gives me great optimism for everyone watching here. Winter's not forever. No pandemic lives forever. Everything changes and everything ends. And the good news about winter is it's always followed by springtime. What follows the night? The daytime. What a cool way to set it up if you were God or the universe. The first thing I do every single morning is I go in freezing cold water. And when you jump in, it never feels good to go in, but getting out, you feel incredible. But I do it for a different reason. I do it to train my brain to say, when I say now, it means now. When I say go, we go. I don't stand there because it's cold and go maybe in a minute when I'm ready. But I always do it because I've trained my brain. This is how we work. And if you train your brain to do that every single day, then it'll do it on the more difficult and important things in life. But the essence of it is, I change my body radically, and I do 3 things to make sure that my brain is primed. And what I mean by primed is, most people think their thoughts are their thoughts, Lewis, and you and I know better. Most people just don't understand that you are being primed all the time, and unless you prime yourself, you're gonna be primed by the environment. So I wanna take control of my brain, so I do 3 quick things. 1, I take 3 minutes of those 10 minutes, after I've changed my body, and I focus on 3 different events in my life that I'm grateful for. I usually pick 2 big ones and 1 small one. It could be as simple as a smile on my daughter's face, and it changes your biochemistry. Then real fast, I do this 3-minute process that's kind of like a blessing, and then 3 minutes, the last 3 minutes are called 3 to Thrive, where I focus on 3 things I want to accomplish, but instead of thinking I want to accomplish, I see, feel, and experience it as done. I feel grateful, I celebrate it, and it trains your brain. So in 10 minutes, I'm done. Third thing that I'll do, I immediately send a message or a text or an audio message to somebody as a sincere compliment. And I don't go, dude, great job, or wow, you're cool. I say, hey, listen, I saw you on Tuesday with those kids, and I saw you take that extra 20 minutes no one else did. And I just want you to know, I saw that, I thought that was incredible. So I'm always very specific so they know it's not just some positive thinking bullshit call, it's sincerely doing it. It makes me constantly look for the good in the people I work with. Fourth thing I do is whatever I don't want to do, the most challenging part of the day. What's a story we all love? It's the comeback story. It's the comeback, it's the Rocky, it's that music where all of a sudden you step back up and you take control and rock. Good times create weak people. Weak people create bad times. Bad times create strong people. Strong people create good times.
Let's get another one.
This app saves me around 60 hours every month. Before, I was constantly bouncing between tasks, trying to figure out what to focus on.
Close your eyes for a moment. Take a deep breath. In fact, when you live your best life, you inspire others to do the same. Your success doesn't diminish anyone else's. It adds to the collective good. Now, let's talk about the power of your focus. Where you place your focus determines what expands in your life. So in these next 48 hours, be very intentional about where you place your focus. Focus on what's working in your life, not what isn't. Focus on your strengths, not your weaknesses. Focus on the opportunities, not the obstacles. This doesn't mean ignoring problems or challenges. It means giving more of your mental and emotional energy to what you want to create. Try next. For the next 48 hours, whenever you catch yourself focusing on what you don't want, consciously shift your focus to what you do want. It might feel challenging at first, but with practice, it will become second nature. Now, let's address something that often trips people up. The need for immediate results. In our fast-paced world, we're used to instant gratification, but manifestation doesn't always work that way. Sometimes the results are immediate, and sometimes they take time. So in these next 48 hours, practice patience. Trust the process. Trust that everything is unfolding in perfect timing. Your job is to stay aligned with your vision, to keep your energy high, to keep taking inspired action. The universe will take care of the rest.
All right, I'm back.
Oh my God!
several hours. But I know people's brains don't retain material when you're learning something new after a certain period of time. So if I'm doing something for someone, like I'm going to help you, I'm going to get this set up for you, it doesn't matter how long